As we grow older, the people we choose to spend our time with become increasingly important. Some relationships nourish our souls while others drain our energy and steal our peace. Have you ever left someone's home feeling emotionally exhausted, burdened with negativity, or simply drained? If so, you're not alone. Many seniors unknowingly waste their precious time and mental well being on people who do not reciprocate their kindness and positivity. In this video, we will discuss 4 types of people whose homes you should avoid visiting after 65. Understanding who to distance yourself from is just as important as knowing who to keep close. By making mindful choices, you can protect your energy, set healthy boundaries, and spend your golden years with those who truly uplift you. Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you will gain valuable insights that will help you reclaim your peace and emotional well-being. If you find these insights helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's get started. Number 1, the chronic complainer, a never-ending cycle of negativity. Some people never have a good day. No matter what happens, they always find something to complain about. From the moment you step into their home, you are met with a sigh, a complaint about their health, the economy, or how nobody cares about them. Even on a sunny day, they see only the shadows. To them, life is an endless struggle, and they seem to take comfort in their suffering. Their complaints are not occasional or situational. They are constant, habitual, and all-consuming. Why you should avoid them. Spending time around chronic complainers can affect your own mindset. Negativity has a way of creeping into your thoughts, influencing your mood, and shaping how you view the world. Even if you start the day in a good mood, prolonged exposure to a chronic complainer can leave you feeling frustrated, tired, and pessimistic. Humans are naturally influenced by the energy around them. If you spend too much time in a toxic environment, your own thoughts may begin to align with the negativity you absorb. Without realizing it, you might find yourself complaining more often or seeing problems where none exist. This can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even resentment toward your own life. Unlike someone who faces a problem and actively seeks advice or solutions, chronic complainers are not interested in improvement. They want an audience. They want to vent, to be heard, and to receive validation for their misery. Offering a solution is often met with resistance or even more complaints about why the solution won't work. If you suggest they see a doctor for their health concerns, they might tell you that doctors don't care and only want their money. If you recommend a new approach to handling their financial difficulties, they will list all the reasons why it's impossible. Their goal is not resolution. It is to reinforce their belief that life is unfair and hopeless. A healthy conversation is an exchange of ideas, thoughts, and emotions. However, conversations with chronic complainers are one-sided. They unload their burdens onto you without any regard for how it affects you. No matter how much you listen, support, or empathize, the complaints never end. Instead of feeling connected, you leave these interactions feeling emotionally exhausted, weighed down by problems that aren't even yours. Over time, this can take a toll on your mental health. The emotional weight of constantly absorbing someone else's negativity can lead to burnout, frustration, and even depression. Life is challenging enough without carrying the burdens of those who refuse to help themselves. How to handle it. 1. Limit your exposure. If you find yourself regularly interacting with a chronic complainer, it's essential to set boundaries. Limit the amount of time you spend with them. Shorten visits or conversations, and if possible, avoid engaging in deep discussions that allow them to spiral into negativity. If the person is a family member or close friend, it may not be possible to cut them out entirely, but you can control how much of their negativity you allow into your life. It's not selfish to protect your mental well-being. 2. Redirect the conversation. While it may be challenging, try to steer conversations toward positive topics. Talk about good news, fun plans, or uplifting stories. Chronic complainers are often resistant to positivity, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. If they start complaining about their health, redirect the conversation by asking about something they enjoy. If they complain about politics, shift the discussion to a recent happy memory or a shared interest. While you can't change their mindset, you can influence the direction of the conversation. 3. Don't engage in the pity party. Chronic complainers seek validation for their misery. If you constantly nod along and sympathize, you may be encouraging their behavior. Instead of agreeing with their complaints, offer neutral or positive responses. For example, instead of saying, yes, the economy is terrible, you could say, there are challenges, but many people are finding new opportunities. Instead of saying, I know no one cares about us, you could say, it's important to focus on those who do support us. This subtle shift discourages them from continuing down a negative path while keeping the conversation civil. Number 4, prioritize positive relationships. Your time and energy are valuable. Make an effort to surround yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and encourage you. Seek out relationships that bring joy, growth, and mutual support. Spending more time with positive people naturally limits the influence of chronic complainers in your life. You will find that your mood, outlook, and overall well being improve when you focus on meaningful, fulfilling relationships. 5. Set boundaries and be honest. If a chronic complainer is significantly impacting your peace, it may be necessary to set clear boundaries. Let them know that while you care about them, you cannot be their emotional dumping ground. For example, you can say, I want to be here for you, but I also need to protect my own peace. Let's try to focus on solutions instead of just the problems. I care about you, but I can't keep having these same conversations. Let's talk about something positive. Some people may take offense, but protecting your mental health is more important than appeasing someone who refuses to change. Your kindness is valuable, but it should not come at the cost of your peace. You are not responsible for carrying someone else's burdens, especially if they are unwilling to change. While empathy and compassion are essential qualities, they should be given to those who respect and appreciate them. You cannot control how others behave, but you can control your response. Choose to invest your energy in relationships that bring light into your life, rather than those that cast shadows. Life is too short to spend it listening to endless complaints that lead nowhere. Protect your peace, set your boundaries, and prioritize your happiness. Number 2, the manipulative user. Taking without giving friendship, at its core, is about mutual respect, support, and genuine connection. However, not all friendships function in this way. Some people engage in relationships not out of sincerity but for personal gain. They are not interested in who you are as a person. They are only interested in what you can offer. These individuals, often referred to as manipulative users, know how to disguise their intentions under the pretense of closeness, emotional connection, or flattery. They might make statements like, "You're the only one who understands me." "I don't know what I would do without you." "I can always count on you, right?" At first, these words may seem like genuine appreciation, but over time, you may begin to notice a pattern. These individuals only reach out when they need help, a favor, or emotional support. If you ever try to set boundaries or say no, they may use guilt-tripping tactics, making you feel selfish for prioritizing your own needs. Why you should avoid them? 1. They exploit your kindness. Manipulative users do not seek reciprocal relationships. Instead, they see kind and generous people as easy targets for their emotional, financial, or social needs. They may not even realize they're exploiting others because they have grown accustomed to getting their way. 2. They do not value your company, only what you can offer. A true friend enjoys your presence, your laughter, and your thoughts. A manipulative user, however, does not appreciate you as a person. They only appreciate your willingness to listen, help, or provide for them. If you stop giving, they will stop showing interest in you. 3. They drain your energy and time. Relationships should be sources of joy and support, not exhaustion and stress. A one-sided friendship can leave you feeling emotionally depleted, used, and even resentful. Your time and energy are valuable, and you deserve to spend them on people who genuinely care about you. 4. They use guilt as a weapon. Manipulative users often make you feel as though you owe them something. They may remind you of past favors they did, even if they were minimal, or frame their requests in a way that makes it hard to refuse. If you express reluctance, they may say things like, "I thought we were friends," or "I would do the same for you," even if that's not true. 5. They disappear when you need help. A key characteristic of a manipulative user is their one-sidedness. When they need something, they are quick to reach out, But when you need a friend, whether for advice, support, or just companionship, they are suddenly unavailable, uninterested, or too busy. Recognizing manipulative users is the first step in protecting yourself from their draining influence. Here's how to deal with them effectively. If someone consistently contacts you only when they need something, take note. Do they reciprocate your efforts? Do they disappear when you are in need? Pay attention to how they react when you set boundaries. Do they become passive aggressive, guilt trip you, or make you feel like a bad person for saying no? If so, these are clear red flags. One of the most powerful tools against manipulation is the ability to say no confidently. You do not owe anyone your time, energy, or resources, especially if they do not contribute to the relationship equally. A firm but polite, "I can't help with that," or "I have other priorities right now," is enough. You do not need to explain yourself or feel guilty for protecting your well being. Manipulative people thrive on blurred boundaries. They push limits gradually, testing how much they can take before you resist. Be clear about what you will and won't tolerate. If someone constantly asks for favors but never offers support in return, limit how much access they have to you. Real friendships are built on mutual respect and support. Instead of focusing on those who drain you, cultivate relationships with people who appreciate and value you for who you are, not just for what you can provide. True friends are there for you in both good and bad times. If you notice that a person continuously manipulates you despite your efforts to set boundaries, it may be time to distance yourself. Some people will never change because they do not see anything wrong with their behavior. Reducing contact or even cutting ties altogether can be the healthiest choice for your emotional well-being. A friend who only calls when they need something is not a real friend. True relationships are based on mutual care, respect, and effort. You deserve to be surrounded by people who see your worth beyond what you can do for them. By recognizing manipulative users and setting firm boundaries, you can protect your energy and make space for genuine, fulfilling relationships. Number 3, the drama magnet, always surrounded by chaos. Some people don't just experience drama, they create it. They are constantly surrounded by chaos, whether it's through arguments, gossip, or crises that seem to follow them everywhere. Being around these individuals can feel exhausting because they always seem to be in the middle of some dispute, feud, or emotionally charged situation. Instead of resolving conflicts, they amplify them, and the worst part, they want you to take sides. These individuals thrive on tension and seem unable to function without some level of turmoil in their lives. It's as if they are addicted to emotional highs and lows, constantly seeking new conflicts to engage in. They exaggerate minor disagreements, spread gossip, and manipulate situations to keep the drama alive. If you spend enough time with them, you might start to notice that their stories are filled with inconsistencies, and their version of events always positions them as the victim or the hero. They rarely take responsibility for their role in any conflict, instead blaming others for their misfortunes. Why you should avoid them. 1. They drag you into unnecessary stress and conflicts. Drama magnets have an uncanny ability to involve others in their turmoil. Even if you start as an outside observer, you may soon find yourself caught in their web of chaos. They will vent to you about their problems, seek validation for their actions, and try to recruit you to their side in conflicts. Over time, this exposure to negativity can drain your energy and affect your mental well-being. Being around constant drama can increase stress levels, making you feel emotionally exhausted. You may find yourself worrying about situations that have nothing to do with you, feeling obligated to mediate conflicts, or experiencing secondhand anxiety from their chaos. Your emotional bandwidth is limited, and wasting it on unnecessary drama can prevent you from focusing on what truly matters in your life. 2. They thrive on division and will eventually turn their drama toward you. At first, a drama magnet may appear to be confiding in you, sharing their frustrations about other people, and making you feel like a trusted friend. But eventually, their need for drama will turn toward you. If they are willing to gossip about others, they will eventually gossip about you. If they enjoy stirring up conflict, it's only a matter of time before you become their next target. Their relationships tend to be short-lived and filled with cycles of intense connection, followed by explosive fallout. One day, you might be their closest confidant. The next, you could be the villain in their latest story. Recognizing this pattern early can save you from becoming entangled in their toxic dynamics. 3. Peace is priceless, and drama magnets will never allow you to have it. One of the greatest benefits of keeping drama magnets at a distance is preserving your inner peace. Your time and energy are valuable, and surrounding yourself with constant negativity can rob you of both. Life is already challenging enough without unnecessary drama adding to your stress. Drama magnets rarely experience periods of true calm because they are always seeking the next emotional storm. Their restlessness and need for conflict mean that peace will always be short-lived around them. If you prioritize your mental health and well-being, it's essential to limit your exposure to these types of individuals. How to handle it. 1. Keep your distance and don't get involved in their conflicts. One of the most effective ways to deal with a drama magnet is to maintain emotional and physical distance. Limit your interactions, avoid getting drawn into their issues, and set clear boundaries. If they try to involve you in their conflicts, remain neutral and disengage. You don't owe them your energy or participation in their chaos. It's easy to feel guilty when stepping back from someone who constantly seeks attention and validation, but remember that their drama is not your responsibility. Protecting your peace should be a priority. 2. Politely decline conversations about gossip. Gossip is one of the primary tools drama magnets use to create division and fuel conflict. If you notice someone frequently talking negatively about others, take it as a warning sign. Instead of engaging, redirect the conversation or change the subject. You can also set firm but polite boundaries by saying things like, "I prefer not to get involved in things that don't concern me. I'd rather focus on positive things. Let's talk about something uplifting." Over time, if they see that you refuse to engage in gossip, they may stop trying to involve you in it. 3. Surround yourself with people who bring joy, not stress. The people you surround yourself with have a significant impact on your mindset and well-being. If you want a peaceful life, choose relationships that add value rather than drain your energy. Seek out friends who support and uplift you, who handle conflicts maturely, and who bring positivity into your life. Drama magnets may be entertaining at times, but they rarely contribute to genuine happiness or fulfillment. By consciously choosing to invest in relationships that bring joy and stability, you create a healthier and more peaceful environment for yourself. At the end of the day, peace is worth more than any relationship filled with unnecessary drama. While it's impossible to completely avoid difficult people, you have the power to decide how much space they take up in your life. By recognizing drama magnets for who they are, setting firm boundaries, and choosing to invest in positive relationships, you can cultivate an environment of calm and stability. Your peace is precious. Don't let someone else's chaos steal it from you. Choose serenity over chaos, always. Number 4, the negative nostalgic, stuck in the past. Reminiscing about the past is a natural and often comforting human tendency. It allows us to relive joyful moments, cherish old friendships, and appreciate the lessons we've learned along the way. However, for some, nostalgia becomes less of a heartwarming reflection and more of a prison, one where they are stuck, unable to move forward. These individuals are what we might call negative nostalgics. People who are so absorbed in their past regrets, disappointments, and grievances that they refuse to embrace the present or look forward to the future. Instead of sharing fond memories with warmth and gratitude, negative nostalgics dwell on what went wrong, who hurt them, and how life has deteriorated. Their conversations tend to be filled with complaints about how things were better before, how people have changed for the worse, and how their opportunities have long since passed them by. In their minds, the best days are over, and all that remains is disappointment. Why you should avoid negative nostalgics. While everyone has moments of regret or sadness about the past, surrounding yourself with someone who constantly fixates on these feelings can be emotionally draining. Their perspective can begin to shape your own, pulling you into a cycle of negativity. Here's why keeping your distance from them is important. They make you dwell on past regrets. Instead of enjoying the present, negative nostalgics tend to focus on what could have been rather than what is. Instead of appreciating the beauty of the present, They constantly rehash old mistakes, betrayals, and missed opportunities. Over time, their perspective can influence you, making you question your own past choices and preventing you from fully enjoying the present moment. Their negativity can influence your own outlook on life. Emotions are contagious. If you spend enough time with someone who always sees the past as a tragedy and the future as bleak, you may find yourself adopting a similar mindset. Even if you start off optimistic, constant exposure to their negativity can subtly shift your thoughts, making you feel more frustrated and regretful or dissatisfied with your own life. They resist finding happiness in the present moment. No matter how many good things are happening in their lives right now, negative nostalgics refuse to acknowledge them. They might be surrounded by loving family, have access to new opportunities, or even be in better health than before, but none of it seems to matter to them. Their refusal to accept and embrace the present can create an emotional barrier that makes every conversation feel heavy and draining. While it's not always possible or even necessary to cut ties with negative nostalgics entirely, setting boundaries is crucial to maintaining your own emotional well being. Here are some strategies to handle them effectively. Limit visits with people who constantly dwell on the past. If you notice that every conversation with someone revolves around past regrets, disappointments, or bitterness, it might be time to reduce your interactions with them. You don't have to cut them out of your life completely, but limiting your exposure can help protect your own mindset from being affected. Gently steer conversations toward positive memories and current joys. When a negative nostalgic begins to spiral into a discussion about how terrible things have become, try to redirect the conversation. Ask about a happy memory from their past, but frame it in a way that connects to something positive in the present. For example, instead of letting them complain about how their old job was so much better than retirement, ask them, what was one of your favorite projects at work? Then follow up with, what hobbies do you enjoy now that you have more free time? If they lament how friendships have faded, ask them, who was someone from your past that made you laugh the most? Then suggest ways they can reconnect with old friends or make new ones. Focus on creating new experiences rather than reliving old disappointments. Encourage the person to engage in new activities or find new sources of joy. This could be as simple as inviting them to try a new restaurant, go for a walk in a different park, or pick up a new hobby. Even small experiences can help shift their mindset away from dwelling on the past and toward appreciating the present. Recognize when it's time to walk away. If a person is unwilling to change their perspective and their negativity is having a serious impact on your own emotional state, it may be best to step away. It's not your responsibility to fix someone else's outlook on life, and sometimes the healthiest choice is to protect your own mental well-being. Life is still full of opportunities and joys, regardless of what has happened in the past. We all have regrets, but dwelling on them endlessly only prevents us from creating new, meaningful experiences. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to grow, appreciate the present, and look forward to the future. Don't let someone else's regrets shape your journey. Instead, choose to live fully in the moment and embrace the possibilities that still lie ahead. After 65, your time and emotional well-being become more valuable than ever. You have spent decades building a life, navigating challenges, and learning important lessons. Now, it is time to guard your peace with intention. Not every invitation deserves a yes, and not every relationship is worth maintaining. Choose wisely where you invest your energy. Surround yourself with people who bring you joy, respect your boundaries, and support your growth. At this stage in life, protecting your peace also means setting clear boundaries. It's okay to say no to negativity, unnecessary obligations, or situations that drain your energy. Spend your days doing what nourishes your soul, whether that's engaging in hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying quiet moments of reflection. Your happiness is your responsibility, and it's never too late to prioritize it. If you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your experiences and insights matter, and we love hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Stay well, stay peaceful, and continue embracing the beauty of life.